to engage, to not commit any unwholesome action, and to engage in perfect wholesome action, subdue one's mind, and this is the teaching of the Buddha. So here, so as Detachment Rinpoche said that this stanza shows Four Noble Truth. The truth to not commit any unwholesome action. So it's to say true cause of suffering, true suffering, and then the engage in perfect wholesome virtue, the true path, and subdue one's mind, cessation of the suffering. My beloved. And this is the teaching of the Buddha. However, I think it's actually teaching of the Buddha is a universal teaching. Universal teaching is just a matter of knowing. If you don't know, then it looks. If you don't know, then it looks like something peculiar, particular. But if you know, it's a universal teaching. The Buddha Dharma is a universal teaching. The Buddha teaching is in the. So, however, Four Noble Truth is a universal teaching. If one doesn't know, then it becomes not universal or kind of something particular. But if one knows, when one becomes familiar with, when one knows, when one comes to know karma, you see that the happiness comes from one's own positive action, virtuous thought, and then suffering comes from, you see, all the life problems comes from the non-virtuous action, the negative action, and negative thoughts. So when one come to know that, and also with your own experiences, the effect of your positive action and the positive thoughts and negative action, negative thoughts, with your own experience, knowing the negative effects and the immediate effects, and as well as the different the suffering come from the unrighteous or the mistaken actions and mistaken thoughts. Then happiness come from the correct action of the positive action and positive thought. The healthy mind. Other one come from unhealthy mind. The mistaken thoughts. So it is nothing. It is a universal. It become universal. You see, like the hospital, like the doctors they explain the sicknesses where it came from. That's very common. Where the certain things where it come from. So that it's like that, universal. And then, as one come to know delusion, karma, but as one learn more about one's mind, deeper, more details will learn about one's mind. The delusion, karma, the cause of the sufferings, cause of death, cause of death, from where death comes, from where sentient being death comes. What makes death? What creates death? What produces death? And all these things and the rebirth. What makes rebirth? What produces rebirth? What creates rebirth? Reincarnation. So the delusion, karma, going back, came from the mind. Came from the mind. Didn't come from outside. Main cause of that, came from mind. So learning more about one's mind, delusion, karma, and then learning more about the the path, that which is then path. Yes, of course, explained in the text, but actual path that ceases one's own delusion, karma, suffering is your own mind. Your own mind, that is your own positive mind, transformed in those. You see, total detachment to samsara perfections, and the wisdom realizing ultimate nature of the I guess. Those are roots in other phenomena. And developing the wisdom directly, that causes to wisdom direct to have wisdom directly perceiving entities, which directly ceases the defilements. First of all, intellectual, the defilements, the delusion, and then due to doctrine, then by exercising part of writing path, then by exercising part of meditation, then ceases the simultaneously born the delusions. So those defilements get ceased. Including the seed of delusion. Then, when there's no any mistakes like that, when there's no any disturbing thought, obscuration, including the seed of the delusion, then one has achieved this, the cessation of the suffering, true cessation of the suffering on this mental continuum. The ultimate nature of the mind, that's it. Then that is the the true cessation of the suffering, that after freeing, after having ceased all this disturbing thought obscuration, including the seed of delusion, so like that. So it's all scientific, and that according to those who actually correctly practice, those who correctly practice as the text says, as the Buddha teaching says, and who actually experiences by exercising those paths, who actually able to remove the defilements step by step. So it's, that's those are real say scientist of the mind. You see, so removing cause of suffering. The scientist removing the cause of the suffering, and achieving everlasting happiness. So it is a universal thing. When one comes to know the subject, it is nothing kind of a strange or nothing. It is a universal thing. When you come to know that, so it's like. So this is even though it is a universal thing, but it is not mentioned in clearly, completely like this in every religion. The clear and complete, not mentioned. So only Buddha's teaching mentioned the fundamental path, the Four Noble Truth. So this is the teaching of the Buddha. So that's what Buddha taught, and the way Buddha liberated sentient beings, basic method how Buddha liberated us sentient beings. Look at all the phenomena. So as you have the translation there, look at all the causative phenomena. Including also life, possessions, surrounding people, family members, and so forth. They form sound, smell, taste, tangible object. This, these enjoyments. Look at this like star. The next is there, but next minute is not there. It's gone. Or the say, the star shooting. Then, however, it shows it's using an example that impermanence. That these causative phenomena is nature impermanence. And then, that is described in some text, the vision, having hallucination that the hair falling down, when you eat food, hair falling down, having vision, hair falling down the food, you see, like, some text explain like that. So here, showing that they appear as permanent to our hallucinated mind, or appear, existing from their own side, but it's not true. But then, you see, their impermanent nature, then it's not true because they're impermanent nature, changing, decaying, not only hour by hour, not only day by day, not only hour by hour, minute by minute, not only second by second, but even within every second, the changing, decaying, and also they are empty of existing from their own side. Because without mind, the knowing phenomena, without the knowing phenomena, Shiva, you see, see nothing of these objects exist. Without mind, there's no label. Without mind, there's no label. So, no way to exist. So you can see even from that, the whole thing exists. exist, being merely imputed by mind. So, so how is it translated there?
This is a mirage, which is mirage is a mistake.
Mirage. I think it's French mirage.
This is English.
English. I thought it's French mirage. French. There might be different mirage, French and American mirage, Spanish mirage. No, I'm joking. Anyway. Chapter.
Sometimes it's translated.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's translated faulty vision.
That's okay, but it's not not precise. According to Tibetan language, it's not precise. It's general faulty vision. It's general translation.
Sometimes robbery is translated as cataract. Sometimes robbery, I think, is translated as cataract.
Cataract.
I think
Robbery.
robbery.
I see. I couldn't understand it. Robbery is not cataract. Cataract is here. Cataract is white thing. So cataract is not the vision. Cataract is white thing. There's no translator here. No translator. What? Huh?
He's a translator too.
Huh? Or because I'm talking the labels. Huh? Oh, yes. So anybody have seen the translation?
He's also a translator.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah. When you have when you put the eye drops, when you go to check the eye or they put glass or something, when you put eye drops, then you have this hazy blood, yeah. Yeah, blood, yes. Not blood. So, you see, in the dusk time, the Rabbi is also called dusk time, like when you watch, anyway, so in the dusk time, the shimmering, right? Shimmering. That dusk time, and not clear, shimmering. Oh, that's the time. So, I think that, not clear. See, like this. So that's Rabbi also used like that. When somebody's eyes defected, not even clear scenery view, see, then there's a Rabbi. You see something, but it's not clear. You see, kind of veiled, or you see something but not clear. That anyway. We're not going to spend 1 hour on the rubber. Find out the rubber. Anyway, like that. So in one text, the commentary on this teaching of the Buddha, this stanza, is used their hair falling down. You see, they're having hallucination. Hair falling down. You see, that. Then look at these causative phenomena. Natural impermanence, that it can be stopped any time, like the flickering light, like the flickering light that can be stopped any time, or the candle lamp or butter lamp, that which is in the midst of the wind, that can be stopped any time. So, like that. So, meditating. Looking at the causative phenomena, one's own life, including this body, possession, surrounding people. You see, family members, the surrounding people, these enjoyments, the six senses are the objects. That it can be stopped any time. So that, but we have to understand why you have to meditate like this. That is so that to reach, of course, the highest enlightenment. And before that, liberation from samsara. So to achieve that, highest in achieving enlightenment, presenting being, but before that, achieving total liberation from the whole entire suffering and cause, delusion, karma. To be totally free forever from the negative emotional, all this delusion, these wrong concepts, and the karma, that's action that's motivated by that, and by cutting the delusion, by cutting the disturbing negative emotional thoughts, these delusions, then you don't create karma, so that you are saved from the lower realms. You are saved from the most unbearable suffering of the samsara, the hell sufferings, and hell realm sufferings. Hungry ghost, most unbearable, and the suffering of the hungry ghost, and the most unbearable suffering of the animals. So you are saved, you are saved from reincarnating into those unfortunate realms. And day-to-day life, you control, making yourself free by not allowing them to arise. these disturbing negative emotional thoughts, ignorance, anger, attachment. So in every moment, every day, every moment, you have peace, you have independence, and you have freedom, you have peace, happiness in your heart, in your life. So suddenly, when you reflect these things, nature of these causative phenomena, immediately. So when you reflect these causative phenomena, you see in this nature of impermanence and how they appear. You see, recognizing that it's a hallucination, not true. Say, as I mentioned before, as permanent, or say, it's going to be always like this. Forever it's going to be like this. Or, I will have this body all the time, or these possessions, or these people. They're always like this. How you. The family members, or the friends, or that one will have, they will also exist, or one will have them all the time. So we have this concept that when we do not analyze, when we do not meditate, there's a concept of permanence. So however, the way they appear is not true, and also real one exists from them, from their side is not true. So, but and then more example. Then look at them as a illusion. And then that means the way they appear. See, look at them. Like illusion, and then illusion. So this subject may come another time, but anyway, I want to mention this way. So since I'm talking here, this point, so your ignorance, while the I and action object, all the phenomena, the way they exist is merely labeled by mind, but then. As soon as they are merely imputed by one's own thought, then the ignorance apprehending phenomena as truly existent. You see, in the left on the mental continuum, this negative imprint. You see, there's negative imprint left on the mental continuum by the past ignorance of the holding phenomena as inherently existent, existing from their own side, not merely labeled by mind. So this negative imprint. So this negative imprint. So this negative imprint. You see. projects the truly existent appearance. Truly existent appearance. Right after the I action object phenomenon, right after it is merely imputed by some thought, then immediately after that, then this negative imprint on the mental continuum led by past ignorance, not just any ignorance, but this particular ignorance of apprehending the phenomena as inherently existent, so that project truly existent appearance, the hallucination. So the on the middle level of phenomena. So therefore, even it is logic. It is the logical. It is the, you can, by analyzing, you can believe. It's logical that how things are made level by mind is logical. You can agree. By doing the analysis, you can see it is merely leveled by mind. But why it doesn't appear back to us merely leveled by mind? That's the why things do not appear to us merely leveled by mind. 24 hours. Or even right after the mere invitation, why it doesn't appear back to us merely leveled by mind? It's because what blocked is by that hallucination. By that hallucination. So therefore, you see, so it met see. It met like, see. So for you, the middle level I become truly existent I. For your in your point of view, in the view of your mind, see. Especially after not only appeared, but then as soon as it appeared, the minute it's appeared in the inherently existent, truly existent, then you let your mind to believe, to apprehend that it's true. Not only it's appeared, but then after it's appeared, you let your mind to hold on to it, that is 100% true. So this is the biggest suffering, or the biggest problem, or the foundation of all our suffering, some side of suffering is this. The last thing. After the appearance, then we let our mind to believe, to apprehend that it's true. That's what cheats us whole life. That's what has been cheating us from beginningless rebirth up to now. You see, you see, we let our mind to believe on this, the truly existent appearance, which is that total hallucination. So, is that true? Is that true? As it is reality. You see. So this has been the greatest harm. What didn't let us to be free from samsara and die and reborn, die, so they're reborn, then experience all the sufferings in that realm, and then die. So again like this. In the 6 realms, again, one after another, like this. So how in each realm, we born and experience all the sufferings and then died. So it happened numberless times. numberless times. It's a time without beginning, from beginning of samsara, you see. Because, yeah. So, so like this. So the ignorance is like magician person. The ignorance that left negative imprint on the mental kingdom, the magician person. The negative imprint left on the mental kingdom. It's like the magician person uses mantra or some substances to hallucinate people. Is that? Then you are illusion. See, you are illusioned. See, so you are the audience. You know that magician person illusion. You are the like audience. You see. Then the magician person, the ignorance. You see. So through substance or mental power. So that by leaving negative imprint on the mind, then illusion to you. So this truly existent appearance, illusion to you. See. Then when you believe it's true, then you see. Then it's like the eye for you, for your mind, the eye become in the view of your mind, in the view of your concept. This is say, yeah, say, truly existent eye, truly existent body, truly existent mind. So everything becomes truly existent form, truly existent sound, truly existent smell, truly existent so tangible object. So everything material. Everything. Say. So, see. So, there's no such thing at all. Solid state in atom, totally empty. All this, including the eye, but you make up like that. Especially letting one's mind to believe it is true. So everything met. Say, totally opposite to reality. Nothing to do with your mind, nothing to do with one's mind. That never came from one's mind. That's very gross. That's extremely gross. Nothing to do with one's mind, never came from one's mind, even though it's totally came from one's mind, including the hallucination. The what is merely level came from one's mind. What is exist came from one's mind, and even including the hallucination, came from one's mind. Everything came from one's mind. But that's the reality, evolution. But nothing to do with one's mind, So how it appears to one's mind, how it is believed and appear and believed, that nothing to do with the mind, never come from one's mind, not immediately by mind. See, so like that. So here. So the ignorance, like magician person, then the negative imprint left mental kingdom, like what the magician person uses, the mantra or certain substance, substantial phenomena is power to hallucinate people. Then so there, without illusion to you. You see, everything to appear inherently exist, everything to appear truly existent, and then you believe that. Like the audience believe 100% true what they see. After the magician person performed, you see, all the hallucination. I mean, yeah, which doesn't exist like dreams. Then the audience, they actually believe it, it exists. So like that. So yeah, like illusion. So when well. I just use that example to relate to oneself. Like that to mental, maybe good to mental emptiness. Not immediately mental straight in empty, but that I say difficult to do that. Difficult to get into emptiness without for us the somebody who has realized emptiness in the you see familiar with that maybe, but I got to was to so first what is empty of? So that is this hallucination, the inherent, the truly existent, the phenomena. So looking at them, illusions. Then, so when you look at them, illusion, yourself, your actions, objects. So that means, you see, I is empty, actions empty, objects are empty. Relating the illusion, connecting the illusion to the truly existent real I, and real I appearing from there, real action appearing from there, real object appearing from there, connecting the illusion to that. And then you get the idea, then you get the understanding in your heart that they're empty. Then there's a possibility to reach opportunity to see emptiness. Also, this is very useful that and from the 7 points of total transformation, the subject on the emptiness, meditation on emptiness, this stanza is very, very powerful. Covers all the phenomena. Look at the dream. Look at the phenomena like dream. Look at the phenomena like dream. Chanam milam wholesome. Look at this. Or reflect the phenomena like dream. So again, what understanding you get is that empty. By looking at it like dream, then understanding what you get as a result in your heart is that empty. So this, and then even the so that's Yul object is now Yul Chen, the knowing phenomena. There is perceived object. Analyze the unborn. Then I say, analyze the analyze the nature of the nature of the unborn, say the mind. The known phenomena the nature of that is the known phenomena truly that it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist truly. It doesn't exist from its own side. So it is born, but it is not truly. It is not born. Truly. It's not born from its own side. It's born by cause conditions. It's not born. It's not born without cause conditions. So it's not born. True. So what do you say? It's not. It's not truly existent. It's not truly born. Temperament. So. So looking at that nature, so that's empty, emptiness. So you look at the Yulchen, the known phenomena which perceive object. So look at the nature, that's also empty. And then, so all the phenomena comes, Yuli and Yulchen, the object and subject. You see, something like that. even the antidote. This is my own translation, but you check. Independent translation. So you have to check. So, Nyambo Nijang Rang Satru, even the antidote is naturally free. Liberated or free. So the person, not meditator, now even the meditator, the antidote, Nyambo, even the meditator is naturally free, means free from the true existence. Even the meditator is, by nature, free from true existence. It's like the phenomena are unstained. The like samsara is like in the self-initiation text. Self-initiation text near the end comes. Samsara is a pure. Samsara is unstained by true existence. It's similar. So, so even the meditator is it. Let's see. Nyambo Nijang also the meditator naturally free from true existence. And then Lam Jing or Kunshi Ngala Shang. Lam Jing or Kunshi Ngala Shang. Place the mind. In the essence part, the base of all. Ngang la sha. So should be like this. Place the mind. So it's concentrate. You see, essence of part. While things are base of all. So base of all, where everything came from, where the I came from, where everything came from, everything came from emptiness. Came from emptiness. If there's no emptiness, if there's no emptiness, there wouldn't be suffering, there wouldn't be cause of suffering, there wouldn't be liberation, there wouldn't be a path. If there's no emptiness, nothing exists. Because they're empty, so that's why they exist. Because suffering is empty, that's why it exists. Because cause of delusion karma is empty, that's why it exists. So, however, So while place the mind in the essence part, while everything is base of all. So while everything is empty, from where empty, the emptiness from where everything comes. And then next one, tun sam jume jiur cha. So in a break time. The break time of the session. Break time of the session. So this means it's not saying break time from Dharma. You see, practicing Dharma. You see, break time from happiness is not saying that. Break time from making the life meaningful is not saying that. So break time from sitting meditation, sitting. Break time from sitting meditation session. Then what you should do, or what you should practice is then session time do like that, and the break time the session, then then be the yourself, be the illusory person. That's how one should practice mindfulness. While you are active, in a driving car, or you see talking to people, or cooking, doing prayers, or fighting. I think if that time, if you can remember you are illusory person, then I don't think you won't have any reason to fight. Your reason is say. Then your fighting becomes just playing game, because there's no anger. Because there's no anger is gone. So then your fighting becomes just joking, just acting, just like theater acting. You see, because anger is not there. After meditating, you are the illusory person. This illusory I. This is so. That means everything is illusory. Person whom you're talking to is illusory. See, fighting to is illusory. So then you see the anger has no how to say. So you see that when you look at yourself illusory, and illusory person, and the other person illusory, so that then you see that killed the anger. That has killed the anger. That has killed the anger. You see, so you see no reason to rise anger. So that it doesn't make any, you see, it doesn't make any sense. You see, to rise anger, you see, nonsense. So Mm. This is same. This is same when we have strong desire. Overwhelming desire rises, and if one is able to do this meditation, then again, it becomes medicine for desire, the most powerful medicine, like atomic bomb, medicine for desire. That antidote is the healing the desire. That again could not find. It doesn't make any sense to rise desire. See, so anyway, it just becomes side talk from that. See, this about talking about the illusion. See that. But this verse is from 7 points of perspective is something that's a very good one to memorize and to apply in daily life. You can use that in one teaching to maintain on emptiness. See, technique. So. So look at the phenomena, the causative phenomena. Illusion, like illusion. Then now here next one, again impermanence, like water dew, that which in the morning, so like there's a water dew on the plants. So this water dew can be fall down anytime, can be drip down anytime. So again, reminding these causative phenomena of nature impermanence, can be stopped anytime. There's one plant at Laudo. There's one special plant at Laudo group called Taktung, always crying. One plant called the name is always crying, and it's not green. My uncle, I have many uncles, but one of the uncles, the small one, the small uncle. I think quite a few already died. So he introduced me, just behind Laudo, not behind, but towards the towards the little bit up towards the what is the hermitage, the old Lama lived. What is Mary Cronin's cave where she lived? Yeah, that's right. And sleep the father, there's a Hari Rinpoche's cave. You can't stand. Actually, there you can't stand your body. Rocks like this. Something that I didn't go actually very inside, but like this, kind of like that. You can't really stand. You have to bend you have to bend the whole time. You can't really. You have no opportunity to stand up your body. So, and there's nothing, just rock. Does it down below rock up the rock? I think. Then he has a bed. He has bed. So underneath because he's the technology, understanding of the technology how to keep warm. So he may fire somewhere, and then some other inside. Then the smoke goes through the pipe. Pipes enter the bed. Then that maybe goes out. So this is how he keep warm. His method to keep warm in the cave. But there was I didn't go inside. So I don't think. Yeah, there's no really. You can't really, comfortably stand up. Yeah, of course. But Mary's cave called there was one very good monk, fully written monk, very good monk, lived there. So one day, I think I was maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5, I'm not sure. 3, 4, 5, around that, I think. So one day, the people want to examine me, you see what is incarnate Lama or not. Of Laudo, Laudo, his name, who was supposed to be my pastor, said that also name is Lama Ishi. His name is Lama Ishi. It's called. So one day people wanted to do experiment on me. That I was incarnation of that. I was incarnation of that, not So I was taken on somebody's shoulder from the home in the monastery, in the Dharma monastery. So then, so that day, in the Gomba, they were doing very big, I think, puja. What I could remember is all the monks lined up on their seat, and they had big drums, lined up. What I could remember. And then the head Lama, the founder of the monastery, Dharma Lama, very, very good-hearted, very generous, very good-hearted. It's not a monk, it's married Lama, it's a ngakpa. But somebody who received many teachings, initiations from Trujillo, root guru from Tibet, and then who spent his life, many retreat, many preliminary practice, many retreat like that. Then give initiation teachings to others, So spend life like that. But very, very good-hearted, very happy to see, to look at, his face and, whole thing. So, like long life men, those who are familiar with the long life men, So the white beard this much, and bald head, and very fortunate person, kind of appearing very like that. So sit on throne. Then so the Lama sitting there, so all the monks like this doing puja. The door is here, the Gomba doors. So you go through that. So this side wall, there's one Buddha in the center. This side wall of Gomba, you see. So this is the main altar side, you see. So here there's one Buddha, life-size Buddha. Those ancient art, I think. So then there's a monk seat. So the very good monk who lived in that cave, where Mary lived there, I think maybe 1 year, the longest time I think he did mental offering or did some preliminary practices. So that Lama was sitting in, I think, right in front of that Buddha, I think. Then there were other lamas. So I was put on this lap, on this lama's lap. And then there are a few people. I think probably maybe the Lauda Lama's son, I think might be there. Maybe a few people from different monasteries or something. Then there's big piles of symbols. I think they might be this size. From different monasteries, they brought symbols. They pile up like that. So this lama, this monk, asked me, which is your symbol? Means from Laudo. I have no idea. So, no idea. So I pointed like this. I don't. As a child, I don't talk much. Of course, I talk to the other small boys that I play with, of course, but usually not don't talk much. Yeah. So anyway, I pointed this one, pointed like that. Then they said it's okay. Then they said it's correct. Then they put the symbols. Then they spread out the symbols, lined up like this. Then the same lama on whose lap I was sitting, which is yours. Then I pointed somewhere here. No idea anyway. So they said it's correct. So that I think just karma. I think. So anyway, the main thing is here. Because I was going to mention about the grass, in direction of where the grass was found, and the direction. So that's why I mentioned those hermitages. So then that's how it came out. So the Lama who lived in that cave, made his cave. So that's. So anyway, just close to that there was one plant. It's not green. It's like a dried, dried plant. Brown color is dried, but that's the nature of the plant. You see, and they do. But that has water dew all day long. Yeah, it never it's the nature of the plant. So that's why it's called always crying one. The name of the plant is always crying one. But that plant that is 24 hours. Has a water dew. So there are 3 types of grass. These are medicinal and I think it's sort of holy grass. So this is one, and there are 2 other grass. One is this is called Tatung, always crying one. Then another grass, Doa Demba, liberating sentient beings. Then another one called Gunsang. One is called Gunsang, grass Gunsang. This one seems maybe one main place where it grows is in China, but it grows only holy places. It grows only holy places, not just any place. It grows only very blessed holy places. So I think grows in China, but I'm not sure where exactly. Maybe the Jerusalem, holy place Potala in China. I'm not sure. So far, I didn't get that grass. I asked many people to look for. Maybe the Hiruga holy place. They're very in Tibet. There are 3 Hiruga holy place. One is holy body, one is holy speech, one is holy mind. So Mount Kailash, then Lapji, then the Tsari in Tibet. These 3 are the main holy place of Hiruga. The one in Tibet, Tsari, that is very, very difficult. It sounds very, very difficult to make pilgrimage. You have to. I think there are 3. The mountain. So there's a big circle, then another circle, then on top, 3 circles. So if you do the maybe the bottom, the long one. However, I don't know about the top, but however, you have to give up your life. You have to sacrifice your life. You have to renounce completely, because you can't really tell whether today you will be alive or not. So there's no such thing as a road. So the Red Indians, they guide you. They tell you in the jungles, rocks and jungles. So they, I think for them is very. I think they got used to. They live in that place. So they cut, with their long knives. They cut the wood while they're going through it. They cut the wood and make kind of path to the people. So they guide. So. One deer park and get service place. There's one Geshe there, Geshe Take. So before he entered Sera's monastery, he went for pilgrimage. This Hiruga holy place, Tsari in Tibet. Himself and a few other people. And there was one mother and daughter, and also other people like that. So he said that sometimes you have to lay down. But there's clips like that. You have to lay down your body, then go. Very risky. Like that. So every day, you see, you cannot tell whether you'll be alive tonight or not. So like that, and so one day there was a bridge. So I think maybe rain came, maybe slippery. So. Others they were able to cross, but the mother and the daughter, they were walking on the bridge. Then the daughter slipped out. then fell down into very deep, or I think probably very violent, very deep river. So there's nothing, no way to save. So it is said that if you circumambulate the mountain one time, the hero plays 30 on bare feet. Then, because it's very cold, so much hardship, so much negative karma, so much defilement to get purified. So after you finish the circumambulation, then you achieve a clairvoyance. So much negative karma, see, defilements get purified. So your mind becomes very clear. See, able to have clairvoyance. That I think his own song, when for pilgrimage there. So every place which stopped and did offering, that. So if you are a practitioner of Hiruga deity, then that's what you do. Every place there, stopping to do offering. So during that time, in Lhasa, while his own Sombrach was making pilgrimage, and in Lhasa, there was one girl, who was walking with bare feet. So it's Kandoma, who is Dagini. So she was telling people, nowadays there's a Hiruga on, Hiruga camp, say Hiruga, in Zari. So when people checked who was that time at Zari, so they found out Hisuna Song, which was there, making pilgrimage in this mountain. So there are other reasons, saying that Hisuna Song, which is Hiruga. But this is one of the reasons that stories say identifying that. So maybe this grass is growing there. So one of those very blessed holy places. This grass, it is said that in daytime from this grass, smoke comes. At nighttime, flame comes from this grass. Then it has unbelievable scented, scented smell. So how many cloth you cover the plants, it cannot stop the smell. The scented smells, you can feel from distance. And so this healing grass, holy grass, that so there is an ancient Chinese ink, black ink. The ancient Chinese ink has very scented smell. Very, very deep, scented smell. I remember when I was with my uncle, who taught me alphabet, the second one, he used to expose time to time. So it has this size, very deep scented smell. So in the text, blessed pills and certain mantras for healing, mantras to eat, those mantras, it is advised to write with this Chinese ink. So I think the main thing is not the ink, but the ink is mixed with this holy grass. So this produces this incredible scented smell. So I think that heals the sicknesses. So I think that's but nowadays maybe in China I think it's difficult to get. But if one can get this, then this can be used for healing sicknesses. So what I was trying to, quite a number of years ago, asking to different people to find to get this grass. So the idea is to make blessed pill. So I thought this will definitely help, can heal the AIDS. That was my main aim, to get this grass. Even just tiny bit. If it's just a tiny bit. You see, in pill something like that, whatever size, even just a tiny bit of that, it becomes incredibly powerful. Healing. Not only AIDS, but cancer, other uncurable disease. So this will be priceless. This can very powerful. Can heal many other things. Not only that it can heal sicknesses, but this is a holy grass. Only grows in the very blessed place or holy place. So it blesses the mind. So very easy. By the effect of that, it transforms the mind. That by eating that, naturally, because it carries blessing, so affect the mind. You see, renunciation of samsara. You see. It makes it very easy to feel. It affects the mind. Impermanent state. Or you see, whatever you meditate, easy to feel. Even for the animals, when they go to the mountains, in case if it happened, they had this grass in the near Lhasa. Now he passed away. In the two Lamas, two students, Lama Hindu, and who is the abbot now, Kapan Sui, other one Lama Pasang, who helped for many years doing the external buildings and looking up the buildings and shoppings, all the external things. So at his home near Lhasa, place called Nye. It's called Nye. No, next one I forgot. Nyemo. That's a Nyemo. So it seems in the mountains in that area they may have this grass growing. So sometimes the animal, they don't go out. They stay one place, standing, you see, for all day long, don't move, and they cry. So the family believes, this animal has eaten this grass, from the mountains. So, see, yes, mind is a different mind. Renunciation, like that. Anyway, that they have in Lama Pasan told me, they have stories like so. They say how do people recognize that? So I thought this will help, so much, especially for AIDS. Because I was thinking, what can be done, how to help, what can be done for AIDS. So, anyway, coming back from the side, all those side talks. So I was using this where it says what to do. So what to do, it can drop down. Let's see, any time. See, so looking at the causative phenomena, tongue story like that. So then from there started this always cry, the grass always crying one. There are three types of grass. Always crying one, then liberating sentient being, and it's a grass called gunsang. In this grass, when you die, if you eat this grass, but these are holy, blessed grass, so it affects the mind, and you don't get upon law realms. So that's what mentioned, I think, in the Papanga's teaching. Then look at the causative phenomena like water bubble, so it can be popped any time. So look at the causative phenomena, natural impermanence that can be stopped, that it can be seized any time. Then, like dream again, here, looking at him like dream. So same here, relating in the dream, what we see things in the dream, we see appears real, but it's not true. So same, these causative phenomena, they appear to our mind, a real one existing from their own side, but it's not true. It's empty. See that? Then like lightning. So again here, these causative phenomena, you see, the lightning. You see, during the lightning, here it's showing the nature of impermanence. So duration of lightning is very short. So during the lightning, you see people around you, your own body, and you see things vividly. While there's lightning, you see in nighttime when there's lightning, so you see things vividly. Then it's gone. It appeared, it's gone. So like that, this so appearance of this life, you see, having all this material possession, how much one has, the property and whatever material, how much wealth one has, and how many friends, so forth, family members, all these, how many one has, children, family, all that, friends, so forth, how many one they have. Then, so including one's own human body. So all this, what is appearing now, you see, like lightning that appeared, it's gone. So when we die, the day when the death comes, you see that time is exactly happened like lightning, that time. So all this, you see, all this happened, is now gone. So just become memory, So exactly like lightning. You see, during the lightning, all this, there are many things vividly appeared, but it's gone. Appeared, but next minute it's gone. So like here, appearance of all this life, So, you see, and say all the appearance of all this life happened, but it's gone. So this can be so appearance of this life can be stopped at any time. All these things appearing vividly, you see, including your human body, everything, all the sense objects, all these beautiful things, whatever, all these, this appearance of this life, all this can be stopped. Can be stopped any time. So like lightning, it has great meaning. Looking at the phenomena, causative phenomena, like lightning. Then like cloud, is there, but next minute is not there. Or while you are looking at it, it is changing. It cannot stay. While you're looking at it, it is changing, disappearing. So here is showing textually the causative phenomena nature of textually. So using example as cloud. Like that. So here has a so as I mentioned before, while there's strong anger rising, you see, when one remember this, either the tongue story, life nature of tongue story, or like dream, like illusion, you see, like reprieve, like that, you see. However, which the way it appears, explain that the way things appear to you is not true. Is it? That is empty, right there. So either way, in the meditating either way, then suddenly this this so strong anger, unbelievable. This powerful, this strong anger, suddenly, say, we find no reason to rise. Suddenly, you can stop it. Or see, anger to somebody whom you believe that person harmed me, whose action that one has interpreted as a harm, or abused. You see, whatever label that is put, as a harm, whatever different name, abuse or whatever, you see, criticized, or you see, whatever label you put, interpreted. So suddenly there's no reason to get a rise in anger. Or suddenly that very painful relationship problem, very painful the relationship problem, that you can't get sleep, you can't unable to eat food, can't find taste in food, can't fall asleep, can't enjoy the life, can't relax, can't rest. So this month and years. So when if you meditate like this, when you think these verses of Buddha's teachings, so immediately it's solved. Say, cannot find any reason to rise that painful mind desire. So say, or jealous mind. Suddenly that relationship problem is solved. So that or that or another problem, through the emotional mind, through the disturbing emotional mind, you see, any problem. So it's complete. Right there, it's stopped, you see. So that, or garage that you hold, in the heart. Somebody abused, somebody did this to me. Like that, you see, or by putting that negative label on that person's action. So this immediately gets stopped. So, however, the essence is here. Oh. Samsara is created by the mind. one's own concept. Liberation is created by one's mind. Enlightenment is created by one's mind. The hell is created by mind. Happiness is created by mind. Suffering is created by the mind. Happiness is created by mind. Problem is created by the mind. It's about the concept. By the way of thinking. So that's so these verses tells to stop the mind which creates suffering, mind which creates samsara, mind which creates lower realm sufferings, rebirth, and then you transform into mind which creates enlightenment, liberation from samsara, happiness, future life, and even day-to-day life, moment-to-moment peace. So, you see, this what happens. So, thinking this way, as Buddha advised, if you, in the daily life, if you practice mindfulness this way, then all this is what we get. You see, day-to-day, moment-to-moment peace of mind, isn't it? Free from all the problems, emotional problems, then happiness, future life, liberation from samsara, certainly. Then also with a good heart, then practice this, and also that can cause to achieve enlightenment like that. So that's it, I think. Oh, yeah. Every day, every hour, minute, each day, and every hour, every minute, every second. The oneself, by having this precious human body, have choice whether to go to enlightenment or go to hell or go to samsara. Continue to be samsara, or you see liberation, or it is you see this after this life, body of the happy to receive body of the happy transformated being, or body of the suffering transformated being, and even moment of moment. What do you want to peace, or do you want to a problem? So, you see, there's choice with this human body. You see, by having this human body, you have choice. So, you see, so then that is up to one's own thought. That is up to one's own see, thought, see, way of thinking. It's a way of thinking. You see, depend on that. So, depend to Everything depends to secrecy of your mind. See, there's which way you think. So like that. Eating, walking, sitting, sleeping, doing job, whatever we do. Even drinking one cup of tea, you see, you can see, depending how you think, even cause of enlightenment, the highest, I think, the greatest, you can say, greatest benefit is the profit. You see, or cause of the hell realm, cause of the hell realm, or cause of some, the liberation, cause of liberation, or cause of samsara, or happiness, future life, or the law realm. So even drinking a cup of tea, so you see, it can make huge differences. That with what kind of word, with what kind of attitude, way of thinking, you drink that cup of tea. So you see, it decides the result. It decides the effect. You see, like that. There's huge differences. So same thing in sleeping. So we are about to sleep. We are about to go to sleep. So same. All those hours become cause of enlightenment. All those hours of sleeping, cause of enlightenment, or cause of hell, cause to be born in hell realm, cause to receive liberation from samsara, or cause of samsara, or cause of happiness, future lives, or cause of the Lord realm, like that. So. We have to say. So it depends. You see which way with what kind of thought, with what kind of attitude thought, you go to sleep. So it makes huge differences in the result, the karmic result. So like that. So like this in any action we do in their life. So even while one is sitting on the meditation cushion here, even while we're sitting here on the meditation cushion, or in depending what kind of thought rises while we're sitting here. So same again, creates enlightenment, creates hell, creates samsara, creates liberation, creates happiness, creates law realm. So depending on what, even while we're sitting here on the meditation cushion, within 1 hour, what kind of thought rises. So you see like that. So that means, say, so everything dependent to happiness, suffering, everything dependent to root one's mind, the attitude. So everything dependent to oneself. Oneself is the doer, the creator. of all this. No one else will. Only so one self is the creator of all this. So that. So the way these verses is the way to say subdue one's mind. This is teaching Buddha. So these are the techniques to protect the mind. See from delusion. So that. So that's it. So maybe the king of the prayer.